Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're well, feeling healthy, staying safe at home. Yeah, right. So, backhand slice today. Uh, an interesting shot, yeah, like a shot which was used a lot in the past, and it's not that nowadays it's not used. It's used, but not as much as it used to be used. Uh, as nowadays in tennis, what really dominates the game is the power and the speed. So in terms of backhand slice, the speed always gonna be restricted, but is a really nice shot. I mean I really like, especially in fast surface. You have a good backhand slice, and a good volley can get you out of a lot of problems. So uh, I love this shot, and all of you should try to develop it even more and add some variation to the backhand side. Now, for those who use one-handed backhand, it's gonna feel easier. Definitely, it's gonna feel easier because all your life you've been using the topspin, the one-handed topspin backhand, and your intramuscular coordination in this arm is way more developed than for those ones who use two-handed backhand. And that's simple because when you use two-handed backhand, you use both arms. For the ones who use one-handed topspin backhand, you just basically 95% of the job, your dominant arm is doing it. So you're gonna feel like that arm is like is the motion is more fluid. But that doesn't mean for those who have two-handed backhand that you cannot develop a great slice. Look at Andy Murray. He's got probably the best combination on the tour in terms of two-handed and backhand slice, and he uses it really, really well in different situations. So again, the principles are the same in every shot, okay? Like the ones we did before. We're gonna focus the tension in the pelvic area, abdominal area, and that shoulder area, yeah, or upper chest area. And what we gotta do is, first of all, have a good athletic ready position, good grip, chop grip, okay, and then we're gonna turn everything to the side, okay, everything, both arms, pelvic, trunk, and shoulder. Here, good ready position, turn to the side, and from there you can step in and follow through. Here, turn and follow through. Here, follow through. Now, I'm not gonna talk about contact point or follow through because for me, like in every shot in tennis, the follow through and the contact point is a cascade of an event. Which event of this? If this is done properly, 90% of probabilities the contact point is gonna be good and the follow through is gonna be good without thinking low to high or high to low. If I wanna hit flat, yeah, of course, if you wanna hit flatter, your follow through is gonna be different than if you really wanna spin it a lot, yeah? But for me, the key point here is the mechanics. If the mechanics are done nicely, the rest is gonna feel natural and easy. Now, the tricky thing is to achieve those mechanics properly, yeah? Because if we're not achieving it properly, we kind of restricting the body, yeah, everything is not connected, then the follow through is not gonna be good, and the contact point probably is not gonna be good, and the timing is not gonna be good. It's amazing how the mechanics improve everything, improve timing, contact point, follow through. Is I mean, through my experience, a lot of players been telling me, oh, like some days the timing is a bit off. Yeah, of course, if you do the mechanics well, still the timing can be off, yeah. But when they start to do the mechanics properly, then everything starts to flow nicely. So for me, the most important thing regarding the technique in tennis, the technique, yeah, tennis is not just technique. You can have a great technical player like Federer, but then his knowledge about the game and match play cannot be great. Yeah, technique just technique doesn't win matches or doesn't make you a much better player than a guy who has not that good technique, but then when he plays he's really clever and he knows how to use the spaces, the time, you know, how to take time away from the opponent. All of these things count as much as the technique. Yeah, obviously everything becomes easier when you have a nice technique. Like Federer, he can do so many things, so many different things, because his technique is amazing in every single shot. So that's why when you see him playing, you say, wow, he does anything he wants. Yeah, because the forehand allows him to go to the net. That volley then allows him to close the point or even set himself a great smash. And he, I mean, and let's not talk about the serve. He always starts with a great serve, and then everything follows together. Yeah. So now, being said that, again, let's try to make that backhand slide conscious, okay? And you see through the videos, you can see we're paying a lot of attention to that coiling and coiling, to that rotation, and at some point you're gonna get that muscle memory. Yeah, so at some point first it's gonna feel weird, like turning is gonna feel maybe uncomfortable or not natural, but then, like everything in life, through the repetition it will become natural. The non-natural things through repetition becomes natural. Yeah, so again, good ready position here, chopper grip, turn, shoulders. So start with the pelvic, trunk and shoulders, everything at the same time, and from there swing. Okay, here, turn, swing, here, turn, swing. Start doing it a bit static. You can do it even open, just turning and swing. Once you do a lot of those, always head straight, looking to the ball. Yeah, you will feel like your body wants to step in. Okay, here, turn and swing, turn and swing. Now, racket higher or lower doesn't really mean much. Obviously, the higher the tip of the racket is, the more acceleration you're gonna have. But if this it doesn't come natural, you know, that's fine. A lot of players had a very low start on the swing, yeah, and the slice was still great. But if you feel you have a good slice and your backswing is slow, maybe what you can do is, okay, how I'm gonna improve it? I have already a great slice, but we're gonna make it better. So maybe I'm gonna bring the head of the racket a bit higher. You will feel a bit more acceleration. Okay? So here, have a good grip, good ready position, turn, step in, and follow through. Now, to do it in a dynamic situation, again, the same what we've been doing. Get a cone, get a bottle of water, whatever you want, and now imagine different balls. Yeah, imagine different balls. So you can imagine a short one. Here we go. Step in. Now recover. Imagine a wide one. Crossing. Here we go. Recover. Yeah, imagine you defending. That's a great shot to defend when you are under pressure. Again, another wide. Here you don't have time to. When you don't have time sometimes, or you lack of strength to get that two-handed, or even the ones who use a one-handed backhand, they're gonna use more the slice, because here we're lacking of strength when the shot is really wide. Yeah, so here practice the offensive and defensive. Here, defend. Okay, again. Here, attack now. Recover. Yeah. Or even you can do a combination. You can lead both. You can lead both shots, top spin and slice. So you can do here, one, two-handed, recover, and slice. Always focusing on trunk, pelvic area, trunk and shoulders. Here, turn, in. Yeah, trying always to look in front. Here, watching to the ball. You gotta imagine the ball is there. Here, two-handed now. Okay, go, and now slice. All right, guys, so very simple. It's just about, I mean, this is, as I said in previous videos, this is not gonna make you a better player. You won't find out until you get back on court again and you try to apply it, but at least this makes you conscious what you gotta do. Yeah, and that's the first step. first knowing what we have to do, and after the biggest step as the most important one is to actually do it. So keep training yourself, making it conscious, and we will be able to jump on court again. You're gonna be a much better player. Take care.